Previously on ChatGPT plays Baldur's Gate 3.
We'll talk more there.
Be strong and watch over your kin. In trust there is victory. This might reveal something interesting or magical about the strange ox.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Saloon, and Master Halsin didn't make it back.
Let's choose option 2. Leave it to me.
You're taking a risk for us. We'll see that you're rewarded. I'm still hoping Korga can be swayed from this madness. But if not, leaders need to make tough decisions.
Then hurry up and do it. My tribe ain't as friendly as I am.
Deal. I'll get you out of there.
I'll introduce you to my whole tribe and put in a good word for you. See you at the camp.
Let's open the door and see what's going on inside.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
Let's open the door anyway and see what's going on inside. Shadowheart disapproves, but Asterion approves. Let's proceed with a dialogue with the couple. Choose the first option. 1. Apologies. I didn't mean to interrupt. Let's see how they respond to the apology.
Ruined. Smash. Oh, smash you!
I won't give in.
Choose the investigation option to examine the meat and understand if there is some trick to removing the dagger. This approach might reveal hidden mechanisms or details that can help in safely extracting the dagger.
You notice the blade is at an angle to the meat's grain. If you align the dagger with the grain, it should slip out easily.
Choose the first option. Align the dagger with the meat's grain and pull. This method aligns with the investigation result and should allow the dagger to slide out easily.
Thanks to your keen eye, the dagger glides smoothly out of the mystery meat.
Based on the character's abilities and roles, here's how we should handle the items. 1. Dagger +1. Since Asterion is a rogue and can benefit greatly from a finesse weapon, give the dagger +1 to Asterion. Let's get a bit more into it. Let's walk up to those goblins and see what they're up to. We need to find out why they've got someone tied to that windmill. Be ready to help if things look bad.
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for ice.
Let's engage with Fezzik and his goblin crew. Choice. Let's go with option 1 and ask, what the hells are you doing?
What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly.
Fezzik seems pretty set on tormenting the gnome. Let's try to reason with him first before things get ugly. Choice. Choose option 1 and say, let me rephrase that. Why are you doing this?
'Cause it makes me laugh.
It seems like Fezzik is just being cruel for his amusement. We can't let that stand. Choice. Let's choose option 3 and say, fun's over. Release the gnome at once. We're not going to let this bullying continue. If Fezzik refuses, we'll be ready to take action.
You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Looks like Fezzik isn't backing down. Time to put our persuasive skills to the test. Choice. Choose option 2 and use persuasion. All of you lot against one deep gnome, you should go find a better target. Let's see if we can convince them to leave the gnome alone without resorting to violence.
I reckon we could do better than this run, eh? We're leaving.
What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to...
I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us. Move it!
It looks like we've successfully driven the goblins away from the gnome tied to the windmill. Action. Approach the gnome and untie him from the windmill. Once he's free, let's have a conversation to see if he has any useful information or if he needs further help.
Cut me loose!
Let's show some goodwill here. Choice. Choose option 2 and free him. Let's cut him loose and see what he has to say once he's free.
Bagakabara. Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it.
Choose option 1 and ask, get on with what? We need to understand what he expects us to do next and why he's in such a hurry. This could provide more context for our next steps.
You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes?
Let's get more context on the situation. Choice. Choose option 1 and say, I'd rather know how you got caught. Understanding how Barkus ended up in this predicament might provide us with valuable information about the area or any ongoing threats.
My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
It seems Barkus is offering us his pack as compensation. Let's get some more information from him. Choice. Choose option 1 and say, you're a little far from home for a deep gnome.
Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
A magic mirror. You've read all about them, but never seen one up close before.
For a deeper understanding of the magic mirror, choose option 4. Wizard examine the mirror, trying to understand its magic. This will leverage your wizard abilities to uncover more about the mirror's enchantments.
The magic is old and wavering, but you recognize it. The mirror is a thinking lock, hiding some secret. The face is crafted to be pleasing, but the personality is just a reflection of the wizard that created it.
Speak your name.
Let's go with the second option, a foul lich. May he die 1,000 more deaths.
You are no Zolkir, but are you wise?
Let's choose the first option. I read a doctor's journal. He used balsam to clean a wound.
Acceptable. Finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be?
Let's choose the second option. I'd look for whatever spell will rid me of this worm in my head.
You seek to survive. You seek power. Be welcome.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You've seen similar books in wizards' libraries. A tome on Thayan magic, a rare and expensive find. But people have gone mad reading less dangerous texts.
A cursed book? How obvious. Whoever opens it deserves the fate that befalls them.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
That looks terribly heavy. Why don't you let me carry it for you?
Let's choose the second option. Tuck the book into your pack.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Let's choose the third option. His wounds look deep. I might be able to help.
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do...
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head.
Let's choose the first option. Try to block him out.
Useless. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He is a true soul. Mind him. He will... He... Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
Let's choose the third option. Explain this absolute to me.
What? Are you testing us? The Absolute is our goddess. She's going to rip down the old world order, start a new one. Then we'll be the ones with the power. Well, you will firstly, true soul. You don't need me to explain that.
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice, and when the time comes, the true souls, you will rule.
Oh, I like these two. All zeal and no brains.
Let's choose the third option. Why are you out here? The wilderness is dangerous.
We know that all too well, sir, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives, survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here.
Let's choose the third option. I'm a survivor of that crash. Looks like you found me.
You! Brenna, kill him!
Great job on taking them down. Let's check the bodies for loot and any clues about their mission or affiliations. After that, We should regroup and make sure everyone is healed up and ready for the next challenge.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value here, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Let's choose the third option. Wisdom. Force your mind shut. You will not be influenced by an illithid parasite.
Your muscles loosen. The tadpole breaks free of its deceased host. Your mind is your own again. For now.
Let's cross the log and investigate further. We'll stay cautious and keep an eye out for any threats or opportunities as we move forward.
One horn. This is the devil Will has been tasked to kill.
Let's choose the second option. Try to douse the flames.
Steady on, soldier. That's the stuff. Well, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called paladins of Tyr did.
Let's choose the first option. First, I'd like to know how you controlled those flames.
Nice of you to ask. Lately, I've gotten used to being called Devil. No follow-up questions. The truth is, well, it's a long story, and I'll tell it, but...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Let's choose the first option. It's the tadpole in our heads. It connects us.
Fuck's sake. Mountains as far as the eye can see. Guess that explains the voices. From that peek I got into your head, you've made some inroads trying to get the thing sorted. But alas, no joy. I'm Karlach. And you are?
Let's choose the first option. I'm Eric Thorne.
Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dogs she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down?
Let's choose the first option. Let's send them back where they came from.
Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
A warrior who winks at her foes while she slays them. You'd be a fool to refuse her.
Let's choose the first option. Sounds like a great plan.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
Let's choose the first option, true. Meet me at camp.
I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
Our scouts told us you'd come. The Devil's ally. Come to finish us, have you?
Let's choose the first option. You must mean Karlach. I know the truth about who you are.
I'm sure she's invented a fascinating history of our crimes. The truth is far simpler. We are paladins of Tyr, Lord of Justice. He sent us after an infernal being straight out of the Nine Hells, hiding in the form of a one-horned tiefling, Karlach. She slaughtered countless refugees fleeing the Absolute. Yesterday, she butchered an entire family. We were lucky to survive our encounter with her.
Let's proceed with choosing option 1. Say I buy your story. What then?
Then you'd be very stupid indeed. Poor Karlach, allied with the first sap she met, who will be so quickly destroyed. Zariel will find this all terribly funny.
Yes, let's take a long rest. This will restore our health, spell slots, and any abilities we've used. It's a good idea to be fully prepared for whatever challenges lie ahead.
One horn, the stink of Avernus, advocatus diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
Karlach, the archdevil Zariel's gladiator, come to burn the Sword Coast to ash.
1. You've got it all wrong, Will. Karlach's not about to hurt anyone.
Well, not counting the fuckers that need a good hurting.
Shut it, devil. I know your kind. A heart darker than a shadow's nightmares. You'd cut a child's throat just to taste the blood.
A devil? I didn't take the blade for a fool. I'm...
A great fire roars through you. The fire of the first hell. You are Karlach, tearing through demons across a blood-red landscape of fire and volcanic cinder. The front lines of the Blood War. With every swing of her axe, Karlach fulfills Mistress Zariel's purpose.
Proof! Clear as summer sky. It's over, Karlach. It's time you feel the sting of the blade.
I've tried to tell you. I'm not what you think I am.
Another vision. Karlach's blade rays slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Will shudders with Karlach's desperation. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
By Balduran's helm, No, I will not be tricked.
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
Let's choose option 2. Be practical. She's infected, same as us. We need allies, not enemies. This approach appeals to reason and acknowledges the shared situation with the tadpoles, which might help de-escalate the tension.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
No! Devils cannot be trusted!
Let's choose option 2. You saw Karlach's thoughts. She poses no threat to the Sword Coast. This reinforces the point that Karlach is not a danger based on the shared vision, and it might help convince Will to stand down.
You know monsters better than anyone. Can't you look in my eyes and see I'm not a devil?
You don't know what this means. You don't know what you're asking me to do.
I'm asking you to live, Will. I don't want to hurt you. And to be frank, I'd rather not find out how the Blade got his name. I swear to you, on all I am not what you think.
Shit!
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it. Even when the hells burn hottest.